Are you just starting out working at home? Well, you're not going to be alone, especially right now. And in this video, I share with you my top 5 tips to remain super productive while working at home. Hey, what's up? It's Chris here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be serving up lots and lots of great video content for you in the weeks and months to come. Now, there's been a lot of changes afoot in the world of business very recently. The COVID-19 coronavirus has caused, shall we say, a certain amount of kind of just full-blown panic in some regards. For others, we're actually taking it in our stride. We're getting on with business the best that we can and obviously making sure that we continue to show up for our customers and for our fans, for the people that we're serving, just like we usually would. However, there might be a situation where we've got to change things a little bit, where we've got to self-isolate and social distance a little bit. There's the word of the year right there, or the term of the year, social distance. It's going to be a thing this year in 2020. But today I wanted to share with you my 5 top tips on staying productive while working at home. Now, many of you might have actually been doing this on a part-time basis in some way, shape or form up to this point, but you've decided because of the current situation, you're going to go all in on working at home, keeping yourself and your family safe in the process so that you can continue to obviously earn an income for the people that you love, as well as obviously stick around in a healthy way to be able to continue to serve the community that no doubt love you already. So here are my top 5 tips for staying productive while working at home. Number 1 is to make sure that you maintain regular work hours. I can't stress this enough. It's really easy to have that flexibility of working at home almost overtake what you're doing day to day. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that myself. But the fact of the matter is, keeping a really solid regular working schedule while working at home is without a doubt the number 1 thing that you need to do to stay productive. If you're going to start at 8 a.m. and finish at 4 p.m. like I do most days, then you've got to make sure that that's on your schedule. Remember, if it doesn't get scheduled, it doesn't get done. Plain and simple. So make sure that you keep a very regular working schedule. Tip number 2 to staying productive while working at home is to make sure that if you're in a house with other people, like I am here, through the door in this direction is my family room, for example. So you can imagine how many little hands are knocking on the door from time to time in our house. It can cause productivity issues. But if that's the case, you've got to make sure that you really set those ground rules in place for the people that are sharing the house with you while you're in work mode. Now, that might be your spouse, it could be your children, maybe it's a nanny if you've got somebody looking after your children during the day, whatever the case may be. If the door is locked, if the door is shut, if you can hear voices through the door, you cannot enter. That person is working. If you know that you're going to be going out between, say, 12 noon and 1 o'clock every day to have lunch with the people that are in your home, please request that they respect your workspace and your work time either side of that window so that you can stay productive and they can carry on doing whatever it is that they're doing. So that's number 2. Make sure you have a chat with the people around you and have them really respect that when you're at work, you're at work. Now, my 3rd tip is to make sure that even though you're working at home, that you socialize as much as you possibly can. Particularly right now with everything that's going on with people with that social distancing and with this self-isolation that a lot of us have decided to be able to jump on board, the fact is actually we will miss our friends and our families and the people that we enjoy kind of chatting it up with from time to time. The good news, however, is that we're in the 21st century right now. There's absolutely no reason at all why you can't stay up to date with your friends and your family, even when you're self-isolating and working at home. So to stay productive in your work at home, obviously you've got to try and have that balance of a social life as well. So use video conferencing tools such as Zoom or Skype or even just good old FaceTime for you to stay up to date with the people that you enjoy having in your life. It doesn't really matter how you're doing it, just keep that social life going. have a virtual coffee or a virtual glass of wine or scotch with a friend when you're done at the end of the day, or maybe even just to kick off the work day to give you that added boost that you need to stay motivated. Tip number 4 to staying productive while working at home is to make sure that you keep a super clean workspace. Now, this is obviously a lot easier if you've got a dedicated office in your home. Some of you will do, some of you won't have that, shall we say, luxury, right? I'm very lucky to have the facility that I have here, and I call it a facility because we've got meeting area, we've got working area, we've got brainstorming area, filming area, the whole kit and caboodle. We're very, very blessed, but not everybody has that luxury. So if you are working in an environment of the house, maybe it's a little kind of cubby cove somewhere off of the landing, or maybe it's in a spare bedroom or whatever it is, try to keep your workspace as clean and as productive as possible. And my daughter Chloe goes on about having plants around all the time. Apparently they're good for you. We must get some in this room, other than the fake ones that we've got in the video set, obviously. But on a serious note, make sure that you keep that working environment as clean and as productive as possible. It really will make a big difference. And then my final tip to staying productive while working at home is to keep positive about it, quite frankly. We're very, very blessed to live in a time of civilization where we can do exactly what we're doing right now. We're communicating with each other via the internet. And obviously, until the internet decides to just like completely die on us, which is highly unlikely in today's world, we've got nothing to worry about. We've got everything we need. We've got all the tools and all the apparatus that we need to get our work done, not only to serve our customers, but also to make sure that we continue to earn a living for those that we love and hold dear to our hearts. So be positive about that. Don't become a Debbie Downer, right? Don't become all upset and negative about the situation. The fact is actually you've got much more control over working at home and the current climate that we're in worldwide than you probably think that you do at this moment in time, perhaps. And a lot of it is between here. A lot of it actually has come down to how we see certain situations and what we do to be able to kind of almost rise above them. So that's my 5 top tips on staying crazy productive while working at home. Please let me know what your biggest takeaway was in the comments below. Smash that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's more videos coming your way very soon. I'll see you next time.